Final for the Gray Division for the 14Us at the MLK Winter Classic for the NGHL. We are in Tewksbury, Massachusetts, just outside of Boston. Game start time is 7:15 a.m. We're running just a touch behind. Warm-up period is just about over. Apologies on the delay getting the stream started. The phone was a little cold this morning and didn't want to work. We are just about ready here. Once the next few seconds tick off, the warm-up period will end. Teams will collect the pucks, have their last-minute huddles, and get their last-minute coaching, and then we will get this game started. As a warning to everybody, there is no Wi-Fi in this facility, so the stream is what we get. Yesterday we had some problems on this rink. We'll see if that happens today or not. I will try to keep up with it, but no guarantees. We will see what happens. Warm-up period has ended. Teams are collecting the pucks. Hawks are in front of their bench. Royals in front of their net. They'll have their last-minute huddles and coaching, and then we will get the show on the road. Royals breaking their huddle, skating over to their bench.
Woo! Let's go, girls!
Hawks breaking their huddle. Royals getting their starting line out for this semifinal game. It will be Sray, Picard, and Serwak. She blocks the outlet pass. Second effort, makes it through, dumped up the near side. Racing back, picking up the puck. Hawks center, that goes across. Shot, kicked aside by Heller. Play sent to the front and intercepted by Picard, who dumps this down the ice, and that's going to go for an icing. Draw will be to Heller's stick side after the icing. Johnson wins the draw. Puck gets left behind. Now tipped to Hireman. Hireman charges towards the near side. Hireman races out of the zone. Crosses into the Hawks end. Played wide by the Hawks defenders. Puck rattled behind the net to the far side. Pressured by Thomas. She slows things down. Centering feed. Makes it to Hireman. Hireman steps past the defenders. Moves in. Loses the puck. Gets hammered into the goalie. Follow-up is stuffed in by Johnson. And the puck is covered. Draw to the Hawk goalie's glove side after the cover. Draw one off the referee's legs into the corner. Hawks will collect there. Turning up the middle of the ice. Hawks now race to the near side. Hawks forward into the Royal zone. Puck played wide to the near side. Bumped wide by Tsui. Puck played into the corner. Blocked by Sray. Tipped forward, and that's going to miss everybody coming out to neutral. Hawks recollect at center, playing the puck to the near sideboards. Turning back to the Royals end. Puck dumped in. Tsui will collect there. She floats it towards the middle. That's collected by Bible. Bible skates out of the zone. Bible cuts up the far side, moving into the Hawks end. 2-on-1. She has Shen to her left. She can't get it there. Puck cleared to the outside by the Hawks. Outlet pass partially blocked, collected by Sealy just outside the blue line. Sealy dumps the puck back in as the Royals tagged up. Hawks collect deep in their own zone. Reversing, stuffed on net by Schumacher. That is blocked by the goalie. Played up to the point, tipped back forward for Sray. Sray hammers the puck deep. Schumacher chasing it down behind the net. She doesn't get there in time. Puck rattled up the near side. Sealy can't get to it in time. Puck comes back, and Bruno will reverse it back up the near side. Puck rolls deep into the Hawks zone, but not far enough for icing. Hawks collect in their own end, moving to the far side. Puck shot away from Serwaka, bounced to the point where it is collected by Johnson. Johnson plays it forward for Serwaka. Serwaka back in the middle, collected by Johnson, backhanded towards the net, but not on target. Hawks dump the puck down, and that is going to go for an icing. Draw to the Hawk goalie stick side. Draw one towards the middle, tip back to Bruno at the slot. Shot blocked down in front, recollected by Picard. Blocked down by the defenders. Push to the far side, collected by Bruno. She hammers it in, and that goes off the goalie. Play pushed behind the net, pressured by Johnson. Tip back into the corner. Hawks come up the near side, pressured by Picard. Play comes through. That is going to go all the way down for another icing. And the draw will be back to the Hawk goalie stick side. .28 left in the opening period. Puck shoved forward by the Hawks, bounced towards the blue line. Bible knocks it forward. She blocks a second outlet pass. Hireman hammers the puck deeper. Recollected by the Hawks defenders deep in their own zone. Hawks hammer the puck up the far side. Broken up by Srey. It bounces to the Hawks forward. Hammered out on the far side. Hireman racing back to pressure. Hireman keeps the play wide, reversing. That puck is behind the forwards and all the way to the near boards. Bounced off the near boards, pressured by Srey and Tsui. Puck played into the corner, bounced into the circle, pushed up the near side. Hireman will get to the loose change first. Hireman up the near side with Srey. Hireman gains center, dumps the puck in, and goes for a change. Srey and Thomas forward as the forecheck. Puck played up the far side, stepping in. Bible misses the poke. Puck bounces for Shin in neutral. Shin reverses. She gets pickpocketed. Puck played into the zone. Blocked by Tsui. Knocked forward by the defenders. Collected by Bible. Sent back up the near side. Knocked deep. This will rattle behind the net. Picked up by the Hawks there and moving to the far corner. Pressured by Schumacher. Puck dropped back to the point, and that goes over the stick and out to neutral. Hawks play the puck across. Pressured by Shin. Push to the far side. Shin pokes it free. Bouncing puck collected by Johnson. Johnson hammers it into the Hawks zone after running into a Hawks player. Johnson forward to pressure. Hawks racing behind their net to the near side. Puck rattled to the board. Shin steps forward, knocks it free. That's behind Johnson. Picked up by the Hawks forward. Bounced to the boards. Moving up the near side. Cutting to the middle. Hawks step into the zone. Shot. Gloved by Heller, who hangs on. 10:58 left in the first period. Draw will be to Heller's glove side. Draw, kick forward, racing ahead. Soraka gets her pocket pick, bouncing puck, recollected in the slot, bounced back to the blue line, still held in by the Sharks. That was off a body, and it rolls out to neutral. Hawks play it back towards the blue line, intercepted by Soraka, picked back up by the Hawks. Hawks moving to the near side. Hawks race into the Royal zone, stick lift by Picard, knocks puck free for a second. Centering feet goes behind the net and rattles to the far boards. Shovels forward by Johnson. Battle on the far side, puck dropped to the point. Dumped back in, intercepted by Johnson, hammered off of Bruno's skates, and that bounces out to neutral. Picard forward to pressure. Puck shot past her to Seeley. Seeley shovels the puck back to the blue line and pushed out by Picard. Dumped back in, and that was called offside by the back judge against the Hawks. Draw will be at center because of where the pass came from. Draw one back by the Royals. Tsui collects in her own zone. She dumps it forward for Srey. That misses. Puck rolls off the defender's stick. Blocked back out to neutral. Played forward by Hireman. Royals had just tagged up. Hawks play it to the far side. Blocked in by Thomas. Now bounced out. Tsui steps forward. Collects the puck and moves up the near side. She plays the puck forward. Hawks will intercept in the slot in their own zone. Hawks turn to the near boards. Played to the middle. Broken up by the Royals. That is bashed deep into the corner. Hireman forward to pressure. Puck played behind the net. Hireman steps behind, slows things down. Puck rattled up the far side. That does not make it to the point. Collected by the Hawks. Bounced to Bible. Bible holds the zone. Dumps it deep. That's intercepted in the slot. Dropped back. Hireman now forward to pressure. Puck shot away from her up the near side. Tsui breaks things up coming over the blue line. Recollected by the Hawks. Stolen by Srey from behind. She plays it forward. That is behind Thomas, who chases down on the far side. Hawks turning in their own zone. Moving to the near side. Pressured by Thomas. Played up to the point. Out. That was bounced forward, recollected by Thomas, who shoots it into the zone. Johnson might have been a step offside, but it wasn't called. Play in the corner. Johnson steals her centering feed, misses Shin. Puck bounces to the far side. Shoot coming off the bench. Doesn't get there. It's played away from her and collected by Seeley, who gives it to Bible on the far side. Bible lobs the puck forward. That's blocked by a body. Second effort is off of Shu. poked into the Royal zone. Sealy pushes the play wide into the far corner. Centered, and that will drift too close to Heller, who covers the play. 8:44 left in the first period. Stray to take the draw to Heller's glove side. One back by the Hawks, tipped to the point, hammered deep. That is going to go wide of the net to the near side. Hawks get to it first, drop back towards the point. That rolls through, knocked down in front, turn around, trying to get a shot off. Puck goes behind the goal line. Pressure there, puck dropped to the near point, and that is out of reach of the defender. Puck comes back out to neutral. Played across the ice. Hawks moved up the far side. That lead pass is blocked. Huge collision at neutral. Puck on the boards in front of the Royals bench. Dug out by Soroka. That bounces to the Hawks, and the Hawks will retreat towards their blue line. Pass to the near side, shot up the near side board, stepping into the zone, lobbed forward, knocked down in front by Bruno, who retreats behind her net. She rattles the puck around the far side. That is held at the point, shot from distance, blocked by Heller, who covers. .7:55 remaining in the first. Draw to Heller's glove side. Pushed behind the net by the Hawks. Sui will collect there. She plays it forward for Hireman. Hireman shovels it out of the zone. That bounces off of Thomas's stick. Johnson races forward. Can't quite get there in time. Puck sent to the middle. Intercepted by Hireman. Hireman forward, cutting to the far side. She shovels it into the zone. Johnson reaches in, takes the puck, dumps it up the far side. Johnson tries to play it through. Hawks will steal and retreat up the middle. Stepping away from Bible, stick left behind, into the zone, 2-on-1 developing, stepping pass, moving in, cutting, and moving behind the net now. Puck comes free to the near corner without a shot happening. Play on the near boards, Hireman battling there, puck bounced into the circle and collected by Thomas. Thomas shoots it out, that is blocked down by the defenders over the blue line. Puck played at center. Shot to the middle, stepping past Hireman, moving in, played to the near side, that was just out of reach. Puck rolls into the corner, Sui battling there. Puck pops free, stepping towards the front, blocked by Heller, and then she gets on top of it and gets the whistle as the Hawks tried to bash it out from under her glove. Draw to Heller's stick side. Scrum off the draw. Stray eventually wins it back. Sealy chases it down on the inboards. Sealy behind the net to the far side. Her outlet pass is blocked. Intercepted, played towards the blue line. Held in and then kicked out by Shin. Swept off of Shin's stick to the near side. Shin charges forward. She can't quite get there in time. She slows things down the middle. It goes to Schumacher. Schumacher shot. Smothered by the goalie, who hangs on to it. Draw to the goalie's glove side after the cover. One back by the Royals. Hammered forward by Bruno. That goes wide of the net and rolls into the corner. Lobbed up the near side. Sealy pokes, breaks the play up. Shin keeps it in the zone. Sealy steps forward to help hold the corner. Battle on the boards. Puck dug out, scooped forward by Sealy. That will roll into the corner. Schumacher chasing it down behind the net. She slows things down there, battling on the inboards. Puck rattled to the near side. Sealy scoops it off the boards, gives it back to Shen. Shen couldn't hold on to it. Puck rattled behind the net. Shu moving into the corner. She gets bumped off the play. Played up towards the point. Bruno hammers that deeper. That's off a body and bounced out to center. Sealy sends the puck to the far side. Bruno, her lead pass is blocked by a stick, and it goes into the penalty box. Draw is going to be in front of the Royals bench. One back by the Royals. Chipped out of the zone by Bible. Hammered back in, but the Hawks are offside. Scrum off the draw. Puck bounces to the outside. Collected by Soroka. Soroka charges in. She takes a shot. That's kicked aside by the goalie. Played to the near side. Centering feed doesn't make it, and the Hawks will collect. Hawks charge up the near side. Pushed wide by Tsui. Stepping around. Cutting back to the front. Shot. Rolls across. Doesn't go on target. Follow-up. Blocked by Heller, who covers. .520 remaining in the first. Draw will be to Heller's glove side. Knocked forward by Soroka. She hammers the puck out of the zone. Picard chases it forward. Soroka gets shoved down from behind. Bouncing puck collected by Picard. Picard steps forward into the zone. Soroka tags up. Picard dumps the puck towards the net. That's intercepted by the defenders. Pressured now by Soroka. Soroka bumps the player into the boards, now turning up the near side. Hawks race out of the zone. Stick lift by Picard. Puck swept towards the middle. Broken up by Bruno. No, Bible, excuse me. Bounced out of the zone on the far side. Played forward by Soroka. Picard forward on the pressure. Puck sent up the near side. That's blocked by Tsui. Collected by Bible. She bounces it to the boards. Second effort blocked by the Hawks, bouncing into the corner. Sent up the near side. Picard battling there. That is shot. It's in on Heller. And then she dives on top of the bouncing puck off the deflection. 4:33 left in the first period. Draw to Heller's stick side. Strum off the draw. Now push to the inboards. Retreating behind the net. Hawks steal there. Trying to get back towards the front. Centering feed sticked wide by Heller. Collected by Hireman. She gives the puck to Seeley. Seeley shoots it off the boards and down. Collected by the Hawks at their blue line. Pass across. Blocked by Thomas. Bounced into the Hawks zone. Played back out to neutral. Poked forward by Stray. Thomas blocks the outlet pass. Bouncing puck recollected. Played into the skates, now dumped into the Royal zone. That will go to the inboards. Bruno to collect. Bruno hammers the puck around. Outlet pass blocked by the Hawks. Second effort sent into the bodies. Battle on the half boards on the far side. Puck comes free. Hawks step towards the front, centered, and knocked out of danger by Seeley. Held in the zone by the Hawks. Pushed back towards the goal. Kicked aside. Still in the slot. Bouncing puck. Hammered now to the near side boards where Seeley will control. Seeley shovels it towards the point. That doesn't get out of the zone. Second effort hammered out to neutral, and that's off the defender back to the Hawks blue line. Hawks turn to the near side, racing back into the Royal zone. Royals on the change. Shot blocked by Seeley's leg. Bounces behind the goal. Bruno gets her pocket pick there. Centering feed comes to the front. Fan on the shot attempt, and Johnson will collect. Johnson sends the puck to the point. Held in by the Hawks. Dumped back up the near side. That will go behind the net, and Bruno will control. Bruno's outlet pass is blocked. Played to the far side, broken up by Schumacher. Centering feed, rolled forward. Seeley collects. She hammers it forward, and that's going to go past everybody and all the way down for an icing.
Make it physical, Shu. Make it physical. Keep working, baby.
Draw to Heller's glove side after the icing with 3 minutes remaining in the first period. Draw one to the outside, bash to the board. Soroka picks it up there. Soroka plays it across the ice. That was behind everybody. Racing over. Hawks get to it first. Tsui blocks the dump pass. Battle on the near side boards. Puck comes free. Soroka shovels it out of the zone and then goes to chase. Soroka charging down, but that is too far, and it goes for an icing. .242 left in the first period. Draw to Heller's stick side. Draw one back, and that goes on net. Heller covers and freezes the play. Draw sent to the middle, bashed forward. That goes to Soroka. Soroka out of the zone. 1-on-4. Soroka into the zone. Puck knocked forward by Picard. Swept deep by the Hawks, racing to the near side. Pressured by the Royals, sent up the near side boards. Stray blocks the initial outlet pass, recollected by the Hawks. Dumped out, and that's off of Bible's stick and down. Bible has to chase in her own end. She gets there, knocks it away from the Hawks forward. Played to the near side. Bible recollects, sending it up the near side for Picard. Picard has to turn around and get it. Now dumped out, and that bounces to Soroka. Soroka charges in 1-on-1, now 2-on-1 shot. Blocked by the goalie. who covers the rebound. Draw to the goalie's glove side with 2:02 remaining in the first period. Draw one back by the Royals. Shot by Bruno is bounced off a body, and it goes all the way down into the Royals' end. Sealy racing back. She gets there first. Turned up the far side. That outlet pass is blocked. Sealy hammers it to the boards. Hawks win the battle there, trying to cut towards the front. Moving across to the near side. Puck played to the inboards by Sealy. She bumps the player. Falls down on the play. Puck dumped back into the corner. Hawks turn towards the front. Stepping behind the net. Hammered to the corner by Sealy, and Thomas gets there first. Thomas tries to shove the puck through. She succeeds in doing so, but loses the puck to the Hawks. Hawks hold at the point. Shot from distance, blocked by Heller. Big bounce, now hammered forward. That's kicked away. Puck played to the near side. Hireman pushing forward. Hawks turn away from her, back up the near side boards. Turn into the corner. Pressured there by Sealy. Puck on the Hawks stick behind the goal line. Rattled to the far side. Pressured by Thomas. Thomas bumps the player into the boards. Play in the corner, stepping forward. Shot blocked in front and now collected by Bruno. Bruno races up the near side. She hammers the puck out of the zone and then goes forward to pressure. Hawks move to the far side away from her. Moving in, Schumacher comes off the bench. Puck shot into the zone on the near side, and that is not going to be icing. Tsui turns behind her net to the far side. Tsui up the far side. She shovels the puck forward. Schumacher gets tripped from behind, and the Hawks are going to go. The Hawks are going to go for a trip, catching Schumacher's foot from behind. 35.7 seconds remaining in the opening period, and the Royals get the first power play of the game. Draw one to the outside. Tipped forward by Soroka, knocked away by the Hawks. Held at the blue line by Bruno. Bruno lobs it in. Bouncing puck goes wide of the net to the near corner. Picard gets to it first. She sends it behind the net. Soroka drops it to Bruno. Bruno's shot just misses to the far side. Play back to Bruno. Bruno holds 16 seconds. Lobbed in. That misses to the near side. Play in the near corner. Picard bumps it back. That's not held by Sealy. Bumped towards the blue line. Played back in. Picard can't get to it. Dumped up the near side. Sealy controls. She shoots, and that is going to do it for one. That did not make it. End of one. Score all tied at 0. Royals will have 54 seconds of power play remaining to start the second period. Ref just blew the whistle to end the first intermission. Teams will be switching sides for the second. Royals in white will be moving left to right, and the Hawks in red will be moving right to left. Both teams breaking their huddles. 15 minutes on the clock, 54 seconds left in the power play for the Royals. Royals will start the second period with Srey, Srwaka, and Picard, with Sealy and Bruno on defense. Draw kicked forward by the Hawks, bashed into the Royals zone. Puck rattles behind the net for Sealy. Sealy shovels it ahead for Picard. Picard up the middle, that is through Srey, poked back into the zone, collected by Bruno. Bruno moves to the far side, steps into the zone, shoots the puck deep. That will rattle behind the net. Picard charging forward to pressure. Puck sent to the near side. Srwaka slows things down. Bouncing puck sent back to Srwaka. Srwaka centers. That is intercepted in the middle. Played up the middle of the ice, now retreating in their zone. Hawks turn into the far corner, dump the puck up, and that bounces over Sealy out of the zone. Racing back. Hawks get to it first. Moving in, knocked wide by Bruno. Now collected by Srey. Srey shovels it forward for Picard. Picard up the middle. That comes out of the zone. And collected by the Hawks. Dumped back in on the near side. Power play is over. Puck played up the near side by Srwaka. Hammered forward by Bruno. And that is going to go for an icing as Bruno lobbed the puck ahead with no assistance. Draw to Heller's glove side after the icing. One back by Johnson, played into the corner for Bible. Bible plays it up the near side. That's intercepted by the Hawks, pressured by Thomas. Puck gloved by Heller, left in the slot and knocked to the outside. Play up the near side boards. Puck collected by Thomas, who gets it out of the zone. It's played straight to the Hawks. Thomas blocks the initial lead pass. Played to the near side. Bible slows things down. Puck moving into the zone. Bible breaks the play up. Collected now by Thomas. Thomas up the near side. Thomas gets run into from behind. Dumps the puck deep. And goes for a change. Hireman forward to pressure on the far side. Hireman centering feed doesn't go. She gets shoved into the boards. Puck left behind. Dropped by Johnson to Tsui at the point. Tsui sends it in. Collected by Johnson. Johnson can't get a shot away. Tsui misses the poke. Puck comes out of the zone. And Bible will settle things down. Bible turns up the far side. That's intercepted by the Hawks. Poked deep. And Bible will race back to collect in the far corner in her own zone. Bible reverses back to the far side. Plays the puck up to Hireman. Hireman's outlet pass blocked. Bounced back into the circle. Poked back to the boards. Out of reach of Hireman. Knocked forward by Johnson. Held at the point. Shoved forward. Trying to kick the puck out. Puck dug out by the Hawks. Turning up. That is blocked in front. And Bible rattles it hard around to the near side. Schumacher can't quite get there in time. Puck held at the point. Dumped back deep. Johnson floats it forward. That is blocked by the Hawks. Bible collects behind her net. Bible plays it forward for Hireman. That does not connect. Played at the blue line. Dumped back deep. Intercepted by Bible. Bible cuts to the middle of the ice with Schumacher to her right. Schumacher gets blocked coming into the zone. Battle at the point. Now hammered deep by Schumacher. Hawks race back into the corner. Hawks collect there. Pressured by Shen. Puck rattled to the far side. Sealy off the bench. Dumps it forward for Shen. Shen collects in the corner. Holds. Shovels it to the middle. That misses everybody. Collected by the Hawks in the near circle. Schumacher holds the zone. Plays it deeper. Poked forward by Srey. Stick lift. And the puck comes out. Bruno slows things down initially. Now skating into the zone. Hawks hold. Shot is over Heller from distance. Heller fell down awkwardly on that play. And the Hawks score first with 11:50 left in the second period. Draw one back by the Royals. Played to Bruno on the near side. Bruno sends it forward. That gets through. Srey shoves it into the zone. Collected by the Hawks defense in their own end. Hawks retreat into the corner. Pressured by Srey. Srey blocks the outlet pass. Play comes up the near side. Hawks play it towards the point. Blocked by Picard. Held by Bruno at the point. Puck dumped back up the near side. Srwaka charges to the corner to pressure with Srey. Played up the near side. Blocked by Srey. Sent towards the middle. That's intercepted. Picard gives it to Bruno. Bruno's shot goes in. Blocked in front. Doesn't make it to the net. Hawks turn up the near side, skate out of the zone, pressured by Srey. Srey holds the puck at center, bounced into the Hawks end where the Hawks defenders will collect. Pass to the far side, dumped in Shot forward, blocked down by Picard. Puck bounced into the zone. Picard sweeps it forward, but not out. Second effort tipped out to neutral. Collected by the Hawks. Hawks play it forward on the far side. That rolls out. Kicked back in by Picard, but the Royals are offside. Draw in front of the Royals bench with 10:52 left in the second period. Draw one towards the near side. Kick forward by Thomas, collected by Johnson. Johnson up the middle. She runs out of real estate. Puck left behind. Hammered forward by the Royals. Recollected by Thomas. Thomas sweeps it to the slot. Collected by the Hawks, who collapsed on the play. Play to the near side. Pinching in. Bible holds the zone. Bounce the puck to Johnson. Johnson gets shoved down. Recollected by Thomas. Thomas' shot gloved down by the goalie. And we get a whistle. As the Hawks are going to go for a rough on the collision. Draw to the goalie's glove side to start the power play. Shen shoots it back into Johnson. Shen recollects, takes a shot. That's off a leg. Bible steps forward, can't get to the puck in time. Puck comes out. Thomas gets beat on the foot race. Racing in, cutting wide. Shot blocked by Heller. Follow-up sent wide. Puck played up the near side. Dumped deep, intercepted by Bible. Sent forward, tipped to the point. Shen races over. Her stick got lifted. Bible shovels it forward into the bodies. Second effort played out to neutral, and the Hawks will collect, charging back into the Royal zone. Hawks shorthanded up the near side. Shot intercepted by Bible in front. Bible turns up the ice. Bible pressured. Bible runs out of real estate. She sweeps the puck forward. That will go on net and kicked aside by the goalie. Puck played behind the net. Pressured by Shen, turning back to the near side. Puck pushed up the near boards, racing over. Stray holds the zone. Played forward. Up the middle, moving in, one-on-one, swept wide by Sealy from behind. Recollected in the corner, battle there. Puck bumped free, Sealy collects behind the net. Sealy moves to the near side. Sealy plays it forward, that is blocked by the Hawks. Puck trickles to the defender, bounce forward, Sealy shovels it ahead. That's intercepted, and the Hawks skate forward. Play broken up at the Royals' blue line. Chipped forward for Stray, and Stray charges ahead up the middle of the ice. Stray into the zone, shot, blocked by a body, collected by Shen, shot, tipped aside by the goalie. Play to the near side. That comes out of the zone, and Bruno will settle things down. Bruno back up the near side. She steps around the defender into the zone. Bruno takes a shot. That's blocked down in front. Hammered towards the net. It's loose. And the puck is cleared out on the far side. Hammered back in, but the Royals are offside on the play. .41 left in the second period. Draw controlled by the Hawks, now hammered forward by Tsui. That bounces off a body. Play on the boards, pushed into the zone. Picard moves in with Soroka. Pass to Soroka in the middle. Soroka's shot doesn't have much on it. Bounces to Picard, and Picard shoots it. That is blocked aside. And the net came off its pegs after the second shot, and we get a whistle. Draw to the goalie's glove side. Draw one to the outside, drop back to Bible at the point. Bible floats it forward. That's blocked by a body. Goes wide to the far side. Johnson gets shoved off the play. Picard goes over to help out. Picked up by the Hawks. Shot up the middle. That is broken up by Bible. Recollected. And now Bible steals in her own zone. Played up the near side. That was out of reach of Soroka. Hawks collect at the blue line. Soroka pressuring, moving to the far side. Puck moved into the Royal zone. Broken up by Johnson. Puck played deep. And now collected by Tsui. Tsui plays the puck forward on the near side. Bounced up the middle. That comes out of the zone. Pressured now by Picard. Hawks dump the puck back in. That will go to the inboards where Tsui will collect. Sui moving to the near side. She runs into a Hawks player, gets the puck to Soraka. Soraka runs into a Hawks player and digs the puck off the boards. Bounce towards the center. Hawks get to it first. Poked free by Bible, and now chased down by Johnson. Johnson shovels the puck ahead, and Picard charges to the inboards to collect. Picard's centering feet is off the outside of the cage. Rocketed past Soraka on the far side. Hawks skate up. Sui slows things down. Bible comes over. She knocks the puck free for a second. Bouncing puck swept to the near side by Bible, and now picked up by Picard. Picard plays it forward. That's out of reach of Soraka. Puck will go all the way down for an icing, and the Royals go for a change. .708 left in the second period. Draw one towards the middle, kicked forward by Thomas. She shovels it ahead out of the zone. Touched by the defenders. That will be slowed down and controlled by the Hawks in their own end. Hawks turn to the near side. Outlet pass misses everybody. Collected by Bruno at center. Bruno up the near side. She shoots it in. That's blocked by Thomas accidentally. Play on the boards. Thomas hammers it into the zone. Comes to the middle. Hireman gets knocked over but can't hold on to the puck. Play to the far side. That was in the skates of the player. Schrey steps over, blocks the lead pass. Thomas hammers it forward. That's blocked down by a body, and the Hawks will control. Hawks moving to the near side into the Royals' end. Hawks of the near side, pressure by Thomas. Puck shot, and Heller will cover beside the net. 6:31 remaining in the second. Draw to Heller's glove side. One back by the Royals. Bruno plays in the corner. Pressure there. She lobs the puck ahead. That was blocked down back behind the goal. Bruno can't get to it in time. Puck knocked to the far side. Hawks control there. Knocked back into the corner. Sealy races back. She shovels it forward. That does not make it to Shin. Picked up by the Hawks on the far side. Knocked behind the goal. Centered and then hammered up the ice. Held at the blue line. Shot from distance is blocked by Heller. Puck gets played to the near glass. Held in by the Hawks. Puck rattles behind the net. Poked past Sealy to the far side. Turning up the far side. Now reversing back. Centering feed. Intercepted by Sealy. Sealy hammers it off the glass to Schumacher on the near side. Schumacher controls. Floats the puck forward. That misses Shin. Controlled by the Hawks in their own end. Pressured by Shin. Hawks reverse behind their net. Dump the puck to the far side. That is slowed down. Johnson holds the zone. She tries to kick it forward. Dug off the boards. Schumacher hammers it towards the net. That goes wide to the far side. Hawks collect behind their goal. Schumacher racing over. Puck played up the near side. And Bruno misses the poke. Puck comes all the way down into the Royals' end. Sui gets there first. She knocks it away from number 7. Johnson plays it forward. That is going to go all the way down for an icing. .5:16 left in the second period. Draw one towards the middle, played ahead and kicked forward by Picard. She gets it out of the zone. Soraka racing ahead. 2-on-1 in the zone. Puck held in. Picard picks it up. Picard moves into the corner. She loses the puck there. Hawks rubber into the boards. Soraka turns around. Stuff attempt doesn't go. Picked up and dumped off of Bible. That will bounce out of the zone. Sui collects. Moving to the near side. She shovels the puck forward. That's intercepted by the Hawks. Played ahead. Knocked forward by Johnson. Johnson plays it to the near side. That's broken up. Soraka misses and the puck is hammered into the Hawks zone by the Hawks. Played to the far side, shot up the far side boards, pushed past Sui deep into the Royal zone, and Bible will go collect. Bible moving behind her net. Her outlet pass is partially blocked. Bounced to the boards by Soraka. Played deep by the Hawks. Bible will turn it back up the near side. Soraka misses, held at the point, shot, glove down, and then cleared aside by Bible. Play comes up the middle, tipped out of the zone. Now Soraka charging forward with Picard. Soraka gives it to Picard. Picard in the middle all alone, shoots, and that is blocked by the goalie. And then the follow-up is in.
Let's go!
Soraka is going to get the goal. And it is now all tied up. 4:13 left in the second.
Do it again, Royals!
Stray wins the draw back. She gets her pocket pick. Bouncing puck goes into the zone. Hireman got turned around on the play. Hawks pick it up first, move it to the inboards. Pressure by Hireman, dropped into the far corner. Battle in front. Stray gets taken down. Thomas gets her pocket pick. Play on the near side. Bruno pressuring there. Drop back to the point. Lobbed in. That is blocked in front. Turned behind the net. Play to the near side. Hawks have a player in the crease. And the net is off its pegs with 3:46 left in the second. Draw to Heller's glove side after the whistle. Johnson wins the draw to the outside. She floats it forward. Thomas racing over, held at the point by the Hawks. That's off of the leg. Johnson knocks it back to the board. Johnson ahead. She can't get it out of the zone. Racing back up the near side. Bruno steps up to help out. Hammered back towards the boards. Johnson bounces it off the boards and out to neutral. Hawks retreat to their own end to collect. Pressure by Thomas, turning to the near side. Johnson with the stick lift. Play of the near side. Hawks step into the Royal zone. Turning wide, trying to get it through. Puck comes free. And then stuffed. Heller blocks it. And then the puck is cleared away by the Royals defenders. Played up the near side. Shot in. Knocked down. That goes on net. And Heller will cover. 3:09 left in the second. Johnson wins the draw back. Bible controls in the corner. She turns to the near side. Her lead pass is blocked. Second effort recollected by Bible, who skates up the middle of the ice. Bible with Schumacher and Shen. Bible into the zone. Schumacher behind her. Bible cuts wide to the near side. She gets bumped off the play. Puck goes behind the net. Pressured by Shen. Puck comes free for a second. Repicked up by the Hawks. Pressured by Bible. Puck's in up the far side. Poked forward by Johnson. Johnson wins the battle there. Puck bounces free. Collected now by the Hawks. Hawks into the Royal zone, trying to get past Sui. Puck left behind. Now hammered deep. Bouncing puck. Rolls behind the goal. Bible gets to it first. Knocks it back into the corner. Johnson will collect. Johnson comes up the middle. Her shot is tipped out of the zone by Shin and slowed down to prevent an icing. Turning up the middle. Schumacher misses the poke. Puck comes up the near side. Racing, trying to get around Bible. And the Hawks are offside. They had a player who looked like she was trying to go the other direction on the play. She did. She stepped out and she looked like she was playing defense. It was like facing the wrong direction. Draw on the near dot just outside of the Royal zone. Draw pushed into the referee's skates, dug out to the near side, played into the zone, picked up by the Hawks. Turned to the middle, tip back towards the point. Held in by the Hawks, turning to the slot. Puck walked across the zone. Pushed into the corner, dropped to the corner. Picard battling there. Picard wins the battle, and now the Royals skate out. 3-on-2 developing. Picard up the far side. She steps past the defender into the zone. Straight cuts to the middle. Puck shot in. Bounced off the goalie. Follow-up sent behind the net. Play pushed behind the goal to the near side. Stray charges over. She can't get to the outlet pass. Puck bounced up and out of the zone. Picard will collect at neutral. Picard shovels it forward. That was off of Stray into the zone. Stray didn't know it was coming. Dump past Sawaka. That was slowed down by Seeley and picked up by Bruno. Bruno reverses behind her net to the near side. She takes a whack and then lobs the puck forward. That's knocked down. Played forward by the Hawks into the corner. Racing back, Stray can't get there in time, but the shot is high and wide. Held at the point, now tipped out to neutral. And Sawaka charges forward to pressure. Play on the far side, dumped up the far side boards, and that will roll all the way down, but icing was called off. Bruno hammers the puck hard around. That will get past the defender and go all the way down for an icing. 59.2 seconds left in the second period. Draw to Heller's stick side. Draw one back into the corner. Johnson slows the player down. Hawks get to it first behind the net. Stepping towards the front. Hawks shot misses the net. Goes behind to the near side. Bible goes over to collect. She sends the puck to the point, held in by the Hawks, dumped back up the near side. Puck rattles behind the Royals net. Picked up there, sent to the far side. Sui knocks it free for a second. Hawks get to the loose puck. Dumped in. That will go across and hammered wide by Bible, who goes to collect. Bible dumps it up the middle of the ice, and that is not going to make it for an icing. Oh, no, it will. That defender could have gotten to that. She just didn't. After the icing, this draw will be to Heller's glove side. 24.5 remaining in the second period. Draw controlled back by the Hawks, played towards the point, hammered up the near side boards. Trying to dig off the boards. Puck goes into the corner. Bible gets bumped off the play. She battles there. Puck comes free. Bible falls down, gets back up. Puck poked behind the net by the Hawks. Turning to the far side. Pressured by Sui. Now tipped forward by Picard. That gets out of the zone. Hawks collect at center and have to retreat with Picard pressuring. Bounced up the far side boards. That was off of Johnson's skate. Played to the near side. Shot at the buzzer is too late and will not count. End of two. Score is all tied up at 1. Ref just blew the whistle to end the second intermission. Teams back to their original sides. Royals in white will be moving right to left, and the Hawks in red will be moving left to right. Royals starting the third period with Srey, Schumacher, and Shen as the forwards, with Bruno and Seeley on defense. Draw one back by the Royals, played to the near side, kicked forward by Seeley. Battle on the near side boards, played forward and now stolen by the Hawks. Played to the far side, Hawks into the Royal zone, swept wide and covered by Heller. Draw to Heller's glove side. Royals changing their wingers. Draw one to the outside, picked back up by the Hawks. Play in the corner, pressured by Bruno. Puck goes behind the net. Srey turns it to the far side. Stuffed, attempt in front, does not go. Recollected, shot, misses the net to the near side. Collected by Picard in the corner. Picard races up, she passes it forward. That's intercepted, played to the slot. Turning in, puck knocked free. And now swept ahead by Sawaka. Sawaka can't get it out of the zone. Puck swept back by Bruno. She will retreat to collect. Bruno moves to the near side. Bruno recollects, sends the puck forward. That will be not held at the point. Puck dumped down. Chased down by the Hawks. Played across the ice. Picked up on the far side. Pressured by Sawaka. Puck dumped down. That will be slowed down by Bruno inside her own zone. Bruno turns to the middle and now cuts up the ice. Bruno shovels the puck forward for Picard. Picard tips it to the middle. That doesn't reach Sawaka. Racing ahead. Srey can't get there in time. Played back into the zone where Seeley slows things down. Seeley's outlet pass makes it to Picard. Played to the middle. That's tipped forward by Srey, but to a Hawk stick. Bouncing puck recollected by the Hawks, moving to the far side. Dumped into the Royals zone. Picard will collect there. Picard plays it forward for Thomas. Thomas shoves it ahead, but not out of the zone. Dumped in, blocked down in front by Bruno. Bruno holds, plays it to the boards, bounced off the boards. Thomas plays it forward to Picard. Picard chased from behind. She gains the zone, dumps it in. That will go wide of the net, and it's sticked into the corner by the goalie. Played up the far side. Thomas slows things down. Puck moves to the near side, played up to the forward. Stepping into the Royal zone on the near side. Sui pokes the puck away. She races forward, gets taken down, sends the puck to the middle, and the Hawks are going to go after pulling Sui down. They're going to call a trip on that, and the Royals will get another power play with 13:07 left in the third period. Draw to the goalie's glove side. Srey, Picard, and Sawaka as the forwards. Drop back, and that misses Bruno on the far side. Bruno chasing it down. She will get there in time. She reverses it up the far side. That bounced past everybody. It's going to go wide of the goal, and that is going to be icing on the Royals.
Come on, Royals.
Srey to take the draw to Heller's glove side. Draw left on the dot. Srey gets taken out. Bruno hammers it forward. That is picked up by Sawaka. Sawaka bounces the puck off the boards. Pushed forward by Picard. Knocked free by the Hawks. Bounced to center. Hawks turn back into the Royals' end. Turning in, moving wide to the near side. Puck drifts into the corner. Dumped back behind the goal and collected by Johnson. Johnson fans on the outlet pass. Second effort. Floats the puck over. Out of reach of Sawaka. Played back in by the Hawks, pushed to the blue line and out of the zone. Hawks slow things down on the boards, just killing penalty time. Dug out. Sawaka got taken down. Puck bounced now to the near side. Hawks charge forward into the Royal zone on the near side. Poked by Johnson, swept to the near side by Seeley. Seeley collects. She steps forward, runs into a Hawks player. Puck comes free to the Hawks at center. Played across the ice back into the Royal zone. Poked free, pressure from behind, hammered to the blue line. That is held in. Shot kicked aside by Heller. Played to the near side. Knocked deep by the Hawks. Hawks move behind the net. Pressure by Seeley. Stuff attempt does not go. Bruno collects. She plays it up to the far side. That was out of reach of Thomas. Played back deep by the Hawks. Seeley into the corner to collect. Seeley turns up the far side. And that's going to do it for the power play, which was spent entirely in our own end. Played by the Hawks at center. Poked free by Picard. Johnson racing over. Stepping into the zone. Moving in. Shot. Beats Heller. Who was down early and well out of position on that one. And the Hawks take the lead with 11:23 remaining in the third period. Draw one to the far side. Picked up by Bible. Bible charges ahead. She lobs it towards the net. That is blocked aside by the goalie. Play on the near side boards. Hawks try to get it ahead. Bible blocks it to Shen. Shen centers, and that misses Schumacher, who had her stick lifted. Play on the far side, lobbed up, and that rolls through Srey. Srey recollects, shoves it forward, but Shen was still well offside on the play.
Stick down.
Draw one back. That bounces to the near side. Sui races over. She floats it forward. That misses Shin, collected by the Hawks in their own zone. Played up the near side away from Shin. Played to Tsui. Tsui plays it forward. That's going to be intercepted in the middle. Bouncing puck goes to Bible. Bible to the far side. That goes through Schumacher. Hammered forward by the Hawks. Bible slows things down in her own zone. Played to Shin on the near side. Shin tips it past one. Races into the zone with Schumacher. Shin to the near side. Shin cuts wide. Her shot is blocked, bounced off the glass behind the goal. Collected by the Hawks. Schumacher blocks the play down. Battle in the far corner. Puck comes free. Schumacher digs it off her centering feet. Doesn't make it over to Shen. Played by the Hawks. Rattled off the glass and then rolling up the dasher. Collected now on the far side. Pass up the middle, that misses and goes down into the Royals zone. Royals collect in their own end, play it forward to Shin on the near side. Shin moves up the near side, cuts towards the middle, gets hammered down by the big player. Puck bumped free, and Soroka gets taken down. Picked up now by Bible. Bible dumps the puck deep. Royals going for a change. Soroka forward to pressure. She blocks the outlet pass. She slides down in the corner. Puck rattled back behind the net to the near side. Puck played on the near boards, dumped up to the near side. That is tipped out of the zone. Bruno will collect in her own end. Bruno plays the puck to the far side, collected by Picard. Picard forward for Soroka. Soroka gains the zone and gives the puck away in the middle. Played up the middle of the ice. Hawks bash it into the Royals end, past Hireman. Picked up by Bruno in the corner. Bruno behind her net. Played up the far side, tipped towards the point, but held in by the Hawks. Blocked down by Hireman in front, played towards the outside. Shot, blocked aside by Heller. And then played out of the zone at the near point. Hawks retreat at center. Play it back. That misses the other defender and goes all the way into the corner. Hawks turn it back up the far side. Pressure by Soroka. Intercepted by Picard. Picard turns toward the middle. Gets her stick lifted. Puck bashed up by the Hawks, who skate out of the zone. Hawks move up the far side with a player racing in on the near side. Hawks reverse in the circle. Backhanded. That is blocked in front and swept forward, but not out. Poke free. Stray gets a hold of it. She sends it up to Soroka. Soroka sends it into the skates and then goes to collect. Soroka knocks the puck deeper into the Hawks zone. Pressured now by Stray on the near side. Hawks skate forward on the near side. Shin pokes. Puck comes free. Shin wins the battle, dumps the puck in. Hawks will recollect in their own end. 8:24 remaining. Battle on the near side, turning away from Shin. Puck played up the ice in the middle. Pressure by Shin from behind. Puck dumped into the Royals' end. Bible collects in the corner. She plays it forward for Shin on the near side. That does not hit Shin. Played up the near side by the Hawks, turning in the corner. And the net was off, so we get a whistle. Draw to Heller's stick side. One back by Johnson. She plays it into the corner. Sui knocks it towards the net, and Heller does not cover that. Battle behind the net. Sui knocks it off the boards. Poked free by Bible. Bible sends it forward for Shen. Shen hammers it off the boards and out. Hawks collect and pass cross ice to the far side. Hawks control there, played forward, intercepted by Thomas, pushed back into the bodies. Ref trying to step out of the way. Puck dug out. Hawks will control at the blue line. Hawks reverse, shoot it past Shin to the near side. Lobbed forward by the Hawks. Hawks go for a change. Bible back to collect behind her own net. Bible plays it to Schumacher on the far side. Schumacher sweeps it out of the zone. Played in. Shin with a stick lift, but she can't get on it. Played in. That was not called offside, even though she lost possession at the blue line. Collected now by Tsui. Given to Shin. Shin up the near side. Bounced off the boards. Hawks recollect. Bouncing puck goes to Bible. Bible floats it ahead. That misses one and rolls into the Hawks zone with Stray charging in. Puck played behind the net by the Hawks. Lobbed up the far side. Picard blocks it down. Shoves it into the bodies and then rocketed down the ice. That is going to go on net. And Schumacher is going to go for an interference with 6:48 left in the third period. Penalty kill unit for the Royals is going to be Hireman, Bruno, Picard, and Stray. Draw kick back into the corner, bashed forward by Hireman. Held in the high slot. That shot is off of Picard and out of the zone. Picard forward to pressure. Puck played away from her to the near side. That misses the forward. Hireman racing over. She doesn't get there in time. Hawks pick up the puck in the corner. Hawks moving behind the net. Play on the far side now. Drop back to the far point. Held there. Played to the near side. Puck fanned on, and Bruno will collect on the near side. Bruno bashes it forward out of the zone. Collected by the Hawks. Poked at by Picard. Puck played to the far side. Pushed now up the middle. Hawks turn back to the near side. Step into the zone. Puck dropped towards the point. And Picard bashes it out and charges ahead. Picard with half a step. She runs into the defender. That is shot on net, kicked aside by the goalie. Puck played up the far side. Picard forward to pressure. Puck sent to the forward on the near side and then tipped across the ice. Pressured by Bible. Puck goes into the corner. Bible keeps things below the goal line. Battle comes to the near side. Bible sweeps it forward. That is intercepted by the Hawks at the point. Dumped back up the near side. Collected, stepping to the slot. Now cross ice. Sui forward to pressure. Puck passed back to the near point. Shot is past Heller through the screen. And it is now a 2-goal game to the Hawks. .5:27 left in the third period. Draw one to the near side. Hireman loses the battle. Puck poked free. Played up the far side. That was given away at the blue line. Lobbed forward, broken down by Hireman. Hireman tries to get it to Johnson, can't get it there. Played to Seeley. Seeley sends it forward and now collected by Johnson. Johnson in the zone. She cuts to the middle, takes a shot, gloved by the goalie who hangs on. Draw to the goalie stick side. Tied up off the draw, dropped for Hireman. Hireman gives it to Bruno. Bruno's shot blocked down. Swept to the outside. Stolen by Thomas. Thomas shovels it forward. That was behind Johnson. Puck on the near side boards. Hawks send it up. That is blocked down. Hireman steps forward. Bouncing puck. Knocked down by Seeley. Seeley shoves the puck back, and Bruno will collect at center. Bruno turns to the near side. Now retreating in her zone away from pressure. Bruno behind her net to the far side. She overskates the puck. Has to reverse. Bruno still with the puck. And she runs out of real estate. Hawks dump it behind the net. And it will be collected on the far side. Thomas shoves the player off the puck, bounce to the point, and that rolls over the stick out. Shot in. That is offside.
Go, Shoe.
4:20 remaining in the third period. Draw one to the near side. Shen charges forward with the puck. Shen gets it knocked off her stick, swept ahead, lobbed into the zone by Schumacher. That will roll to the inboards. Hawks collect there, dump it forward away from Shen. Sui steps forward, can't hold the zone. Dumped forward by Stray, blocked by the Hawks. Battle on the near side boards, pushed into the Royal zone, and that will go on net. Heller will cover. .357 remaining. Draw one back into the corner. Collected by Tsui. Tsui plays it forward. Hammered ahead by Sray. That gets out of the zone, and now charging forward. Shin is not going to get there in time, but the player blew a tire. Shin races ahead. She will collect. Shot blocked down by the goalie. Play in the corner. Schumacher falls down on it. Played up the far side. That is controlled by the Hawks. Stepping forward, Bible misses the poke. Puck left behind as the player lost her stick. Played forward. That is through Schumacher, who was turned the wrong direction. Played up. Puck bounced into the Royal zone. Poked to the far side. Pressured by Bible and Johnson. Puck played to the boards. Kicked off the boards. Bible sweeps it to the middle. Knocked forward by Tsui. Held in by the Hawks. Bounced off of a skate. Recollected by Johnson. Johnson pressured in the corner. Shoved up the far side. Intercepted by the Hawks. Hawks stepped to the middle. Played in front. They are not calling the crease violations in this game on the Hawks, who have a player standing in the blue paint. And that is back to front and in. And that is just about going to ice it for this game, unless a miracle can happen for the Royals. Draw one back by the Royals to the far side. Bruno doesn't get there in time. Hawks race into the corner. Puck played behind the net to the near side. Sealy collects on the near side. She gives it to Picard. Picard shovels it out of the zone. Tipped forward by Soraka. Pushed to the near side boards. Broken up by Picard at the blue line. Played deep. Soraka holds on the board. She runs into a Hawks player. Battle on the near side. Sealy can't hold the zone. Puck comes out. Hammered forward by the Hawks. Chased down by Bruno. Bruno reverses to the far side. Shot up the far side. Blocked down by the Hawks. Still in the zone. Played into the corner. 2:20 remaining. Hawks play it behind the net. Back to the corner. Picked up by Soraka. Soraka shovels it forward. That goes between the defenders and out. That is not going to go far enough for an icing. Picked up by the Hawks in their own end. Moving to the far side. Dumped up the far side boards. And overskated by Johnson. Hawks player falls down on the play but gets it to the blue line. Held in. Johnson reaches back. She runs into a Hawks player. Shoved to the blue line. Held in the zone. Battle at the point. Soraka digging for it. And now dug out by the Hawks. Bounce to the near side. Hawks race to the near side. Skate into the zone. Dump the puck deep and go for a change with 1:41 remaining. Picked up by Tsui behind her own net. She runs into a Hawks player. Stolen by the Hawks. Played to the boards. Bounced off. Hammered forward by Johnson. That's intercepted by the Hawks. Hawks move up the far side. Poked free by Tsui. And Johnson picks up the loose puck. Johnson floats it ahead. And the Hawks will collect in their own zone with Johnson charging. Hawks retreat behind their net. Reverse back to the far side. Hawks up the far side. Skate forward. Bible pokes the puck free, stepping around now. Hawks recollect, step in, cutting to the front, blocked by Heller. Puck comes free to the near side. And now collected by the Hawks at center. 1:02 remaining in the game. Hawks step back into the zone. Shoved off the play by Bible. Puck does not get out of the zone. And the Hawks player fell down awkwardly and stays down. She's back up. I think she just got winded on the fall. And the Royals have called a timeout with 56.1 seconds remaining. Draw on the near dot just outside of the Royals zone. Puck tipped forward, collected by the Hawks, dumped up the near side. That's off a body. Poked free by Bible, racing across. Bible gets there first, hammered forward, shot deep by the Hawks. Bible had knocked the player down. Puck rattles behind the net. Played by Tsui. Tsui reverses to the far side, 39 seconds remaining. Tsui forward. For Thomas, played forward by Stray. She hammers it deep. That is not going to be icing. It was tipped on the way through. Hawks reverse it back into the corner. Thomas doesn't get there in time. Held by the Hawks. They slow things down. Played up the middle, broken up by the Royals. Bashed at by Bible. Played up the far side, and Thomas will just go back and get it. 12 seconds remaining. Thomas moves to the near side. Floats the puck forward. That misses everybody and collected by the Hawks at their blue line. 5 seconds remaining. Tipped up the middle. Broken up. Collected by the Hawks. They step in. Cut to the middle. And that shot is well after the buzzer. But it's not going to matter. Hawks win this one with a final score of 4-1.